I do. What do you want?
Tamo's on my way.
Got things to do myself. So long.
Yes?
Loitering round here.
Top-notch swords?
Show me what you have in stock. So long.
There must be order. Buy tomorrow what you can buy today. And spring. The roads were
happiness will come today.
Hello, long ears. You paid the tax.
Tax?
Elven blood, eh? Enough to feed the tykes.
Natives, mutants, blasphemers, kobolds.
And we fix it for you.
No, she got come to the room. What?
Wonderful.
Not looking good, I tell you.
What's the rush?
It matter where the grub's from? Long as the bowl's full. Not my fault we ended 6 feet under the birches. Why do you have to play the hero? We're simple folk. We seek no quarrel. Huh?
Thistle. Thistle. Shenanigans. Gonna kill the monster? Or
We're simple folk. We seek no quarrel. It matter where the grub's from? Long as the bowl's full. Not my fault we ended 6 feet under the birches. Why do you have to play the hero? Ye seek trouble? Don't. It'll find you.
Not one of the barons, then, are you?
You know where the grub's from? As long as the bowl's full. Not my fault they ended 6 feet under the birches. But why do you have to play the hero? If it were... Ye seek trouble? Don't. It'll find you. Huh? We're simple folk who seek no quarrel. It matter where the grub's from? As long as the bowl's full. Not my fault we ended 6 feet under the birches. Why do you have to play the hero? Oh, dumb oaf. Ye seek trouble? Don't. Dumb oaf.
What happened to your mug?
Your kind spreads disease, defeatism and desertion. You hear away with this.
Crawl back under your rock. Beware, freak.
Honor in the fatherland.
Just you wait. The
witch hunters will say to you.
Had enough of this job.
Ah, a customer.
Will you craft something for me? Show me what you got on offer. Farewell.
You'll choke to death on 3 pounds of steam.
Long live eccentrics.
Are you a witcher?
Hey, pretty boy. What do I gotta do to
Oi,
get a
Grey
lovely
Knight.
pal like
Squire.
yours? Hey, pretty boy. What do I gotta do to get a lovely pal?
Fuck!
La 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 la.
on your back, not swords. Amateur.
Oh, fuck.
You got thorny thighs, stranger.
If they burn the pies in winter, we might at least warm ourselves.
It's a waste of words.
No bread, no coin, all is shite.
Me! Leave it to me!
Let's dance.
There must be order. ladies find me handy.
What a dump. Looks more like a beggar's hovel than a Margrave's townhouse. Dandelion made some interesting friends. Footprints. Silver cylinder. Bottom looks like what I found in the sewer. A letter. And a bottle. The wine from your birth year. It's absolutely excellent. Startling bouquet. You absolutely must try it. But afterwards, please place the bottle back where you found it. Your birth year. Could be dandelions or Ceres. .45 to 12:54. Satisfying click. In the next room over, I think. Secret room. Probably where Dandelion and his cohorts planned the heist. Stain. Wyvern oil. Ciri, Menge is following me. He has seized the treasure. He has Dandelion. You must flee. Footsteps. Not good. Sugar. And lumps of a substance dipped in wyvern oil. Potassium? Looks like they made the bomb here. Instructions on how to build a bomb. Signed by one Kalkstain. Sugar. And lumps of a substance dipped in wyvern oil. Potassium? Looks like they made the bomb here. Extra. And Triss. Didn't expect to see you here. Certainly not with Triss.
I decided we could use someone who knows a bit of magic. The runes on the bomb, I'm absolutely dying to know what they mean.
You dying to know too, Triss?
No, just here for the coin.
Ah, Marigold playing the cynical materialist. I love it. In truth, her ideals brought Triss here. She needs gold to save her colleagues. When I recover my treasure, I'll be in a position to help her. Simple as that. Speaking of which, and pardon my Beauclervoise, have you found out who fucking nicked my gold?
Hang on. Gotta tell me why you're here first. We agreed. If I learned anything, I'd take it to you.
So we did. But I was concerned about you. Stopped by to see if everything was all right.
Bullshit. You don't trust me.
I trust you as much as you trust me. Not at all. Believe me, it's a healthy relationship.
Gentlemen, really feel privileged to witness your battle of wits. But try to remember, unlike you, I put my life at risk every time I venture out into the streets. Did the same just coming here. So I beg you, can we get to the point?
Bothered Triss for nothing. No point examining the bomb.
Because?
Because I already know who nabbed your treasure. Commander of the Temple Guard, Caleb Menge.
Well, well, Marigold. Your coin stands to come with a side of revenge. Geralt, would you be kind enough to tell me what you've learned? I'm terribly curious.
Henkel told me. Old man's alive and well. Faked his own death to escape his creditors.
Strange. I had no idea he was in debt.
He was. And Menge promised to take care of things in exchange for help with the heist. So...
Geralt, how can I put this delicately? Bollocks. If you thought I'd fall for that tale you just pulled out of your arse, you don't know me one bit.
Know you well enough to know what matters. Results. So I lied. Still say I can lead you to your treasure.
Forgive me, Geralt, but after what you just pulled, I'd sooner believe a whore who proclaimed her undying love.
Would you believe a sorceress who stands to gain if you get your coin back?
Perhaps. I'd still prefer the whore, though. You're hiding something. And that's one thing I can't stand. Even more than Nilfgaard. But ultimately, this is a business deal, not a marriage. Besides, there must be some truth in all those lies. You're too dense to make it all up on your own. Menge has been spending heaps of coin lately. Though to my knowledge, he shouldn't have a copper to his name.
So, what now?
From what I've heard, Menge spends his nights at the docks, witch hunters' quarters. Maybe pay him a visit. Ask where he's holding my gold for me.
So we do your dirty work while you sit around twiddling your thumbs.
Darling, when I'm able to make use of someone, I always do. It's convenient.
And safe. Come on, admit you're scared of Menge.
Of course I'm scared. Bloody dangerous whore, son. Triss would concur, I think.
Not in those words. But I do agree with the statement overall.
Doubt Menge will admit anything willingly.
As do I. Lucky I hired a witcher and a sorceress who've been through so much together to get this done.
What's our past got to do with it?
A great deal. Lovers will jump into the abyss for one another. suits my needs perfectly. Namely, it greatly increases your chances of getting out of the Hunter's barracks alive. With my treasure.
In other words, you're using us.
Using you? Never. Merely making the most of your mutual bond. Well, lovebirds, I really must be going. Good luck.
Thought you'd correct him. Say that we... you know...
Dijkstra doesn't need to know about my love life.
Wise. I'd never choose his shoulder to cry on either. But we've strayed from our topic. Got a treasure to recover.
Triss, gotta tell you something. Dijkstra's gold, it's the last thing I care about.
Thought as much. This is about Ciri, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Menga's got Dandelion locked up somewhere, and Dandelion saw Ciri.
That changes everything. Listen, meet me at midnight by the Chapel of the Eternal Fire, east of the harbor. We'll figure out a way to get into the Hunter's barracks together.
All right, see you then, and thanks.
Yes, Geralt?
Been in Novigrad long?
Long enough to know how not to get caught and survive.
And before you came here, where were you?
Oh, places where I managed to get by without your help, too. Which doesn't mean I'm not happy to see you.
See, you kept the rose of remembrance I gave you in Flotsam.
Seems so long ago. Probably because so much has changed.
So, sentimental value. That why you kept it?
Partly, though more as a warning.
So long, Triss.
What was it happened to Fartist again? Look awfully suspicious to me.
Hey, you. Seen any crime, Philly?
Such lovely natural surroundings.
What grace, what style.
Glad you're here. Listen, took a look at the building and it does not look good.
Mean it could use a bit of paint and spackle?
I mean, it's a damn fortress. High walls, guards at the gate, armed men everywhere. We could never sneak in, and fighting our way in won't work. Menga would have had plenty of time to escape.
What do you suggest?
Take these shackles. Put them on me.
Triss, sure you want to do this? Out here, with everyone watching?
This might come as a surprise to you, but shackles do have uses outside of the bedroom. Think. Bring the hunters the vile Triss Marigold. They won't just open the gate for you. They're likely to let you present her to Menga personally.
No way. Too risky.
Dandelion's life's on the line. Series 2. No such thing as too risky.
Triss, think about it. Really want to walk into the lion's den of your own free will, and in chains?
Yes.
No, can't allow it.
Nice of you to worry, but I've made my decision, and I won't change it.
Fine. Let's say they take the bait. What then? We go in, I put a sword to Menga's throat and ask him where Dandelion is?
Might not work. Menga's scum, but you have to admit, death doesn't scare him.
Always found that annoying in fanatics. So we gotta trick him into talking. Any ideas?
Maybe tell him you have information about the Lodge. Or about Philippa. Even better, he hates her most of all. You'll think of something.
Wait. I want to thank you.
Come on. Anyone would do this.
No. Not anyone.
Stop. It doesn't befit a sorceress to blush.
What about the treasure?
If we learn anything, great. If not...
Thought you need coin from Dijkstra to help the other mages.
True, I do. Lots of ways to get gold, though. It's just not the most important thing now.
Still got a bad feeling about this. But tough. Let's go.
Geralt, remember, I can take care of myself.
What are you talking about?
The hunters. They won't treat me like a lady, but I'll survive. Might hurt a bit, but... Ciri, she's what matters. Do what you need to do, no matter what happens.
Can't promise that.
I'm still asking you to, all right?
All right.
What do you want?
Here for my reward.
What the hell for?
For a witch. Recognize who I got? It's Triss Marigold.
Marigold? Come in then. Well, well. Triss Marigold. Giving up drowners for sorceresses?
Pays better.
It's 'cause they do more harm. What's a drowner do? Pull the odd fisherman from his boat. But the witches, they murder kings, scheme, start wars.
Don't forget turning your cow's milk sour straight out of the udder.
You're done jesting, Marigold. For good. Put her in a cell.
Not so fast. I hand her over to Menga himself, or not at all.
You reckon we don't know what to do with this witch?
Let go, you bastard!
Vulgar tongue's got no place being in such a pretty mouth. I guess we'll have to rip it out.
Yeah, you might know how to handle witches when they're brought to you in chains.
What's that supposed to mean?
That you're crap witch hunters if a witcher's gotta do your hunting for you.
Listen here, mutant. Since we entered this town, we've made ashes of over 100 mages, alchemists, dopplers, and other vermin. So don't you be telling us how to do our jobs, got it?
Actually, think I could tell you a thing or two. It's not just Marigold. I've also tracked down Philippa Eilhart.
I'll get you for this, you...
Shut your gob, ginger whore, and you spit it out. Where's Eilhart?
Don't talk to her that way.
Why not? She's a whore, isn't she?
Last time I say this, don't call her that.
Why not? Would you be bothered if I cut off her pinky?
Yes.
Not everybody dead.
Triss could not help Geralt, yet she did direct him to Corrine Tilly, an Oniromancer and an expert at finding the lost and the missing. Guided by Corrine Tilly, the Witcher had a dream. In it, Ciri and I, the bard Dandelion, were reunited. Geralt now knew that to find Ciri, he would first need to find his dear old friend.
Well, well. Triss Marigold. Giving up drowners for sorceresses?
Pays better.
It's 'cause they do more harm. What's a drow?
Don't forget turning your cow's milk sour straight out of the udder.
You're done jesting, Marigold. Put her in a cell.
Not so fast. I hand her over to Menga himself, or not at all.
You reckon we don't know what to do with this witch?
Let go, you bastard!
Vulgar tongue's got no...
Try to loosen it if I were you. Might learn something interesting.
For instance?
For instance, where Philippa Eilhart's hiding.
I'll get you for this, you...
Shut your gob, ginger whore, and you spit it out. Where's Eilhart?
Don't talk to her that way.
Why not? She's a whore, isn't she?
Maybe, but for now she's my whore, and I say you can't insult her.
Funny you feel that way, but so be it. Now, Philippa, talk.
Thought I made myself clear. I'll only talk to Menge.
Menge don't talk to the likes of you.
Well, then you be sure to tell him I came by, with my friend Marigold.
Fine, grab her and come with me. But be sure to stay right close.
Well?
Burned all the easy-to-find witches already, and I could use a quickie. Got a foolproof method for exit.
Here's where we split up. Go see Menge. Marigold will be next door.
You can't have her until I get...
You don't set the terms here. Dirk, you know what to do.
You won't get a word out of me. Not you, not him.
Oh, playing tough, eh? Just you wait. We'll take a fingernail or three. That ought to get you singing.
Fine, take her. I'd rather she didn't interrupt my conversation. But hands off, don't touch her.
Why? Feel sorry for the bitch?
No, couldn't give a shit about her. But if I don't get what I want from Menge, I'll want to sell her to someone else. Don't want you damaging the goods.
Keen nose for enterprise. You'd make a great madam. Don't you worry. Menge will give you your coin, and Marigold will get what she deserves.
Do what you want.
Come on, witch. Show you the wonders a pair of pliers can work. You'd be surprised.
I believe I told you not to let anyone in.
Unless they had information concerning Philippa Eilhart. This witcher says he's got just that.
Anyone can claim that.
We'll start with your pinky nail. Nah, let's go for your ring finger. This little piggy went to market.
But it's not that easy to bring us Triss Marigold.
Is that who I hear? Very well. I'll go see her shortly. But first, let us talk. Sit. Sit. Have a drink, Witcher.
Tell your boys to leave Triss alone first.
Not a chance. The bitch must howl.
I've tried to be polite. You just won't let me.
Guards! In here!
Not your lucky day.
Triss could not help Geralt, yet she did direct him to Kareem Tilly, an Oneiromancer and an expert at finding the lost and the missing. Guided by Kareem Tilly, the Witcher had a dream. In it, Ciri and I, the bard Dandelion, were reunited. Geralt now knew that to find Ciri, he would first need to find his dear old friend.
I believe I told you not to let anyone in.
Unless they had information concerning Philippa Eilhart. This Witcher says he's got just that.
Anyone can
We'll start with you. This little...
But it's not that easy to bring us Triss.
Is that who I hear? Have a drink, Witcher.
Sidarian.
A 1261 vintage, year of the massacre of Sintra.
Stop squirming. This little piggy went home.
Kurt, please see why Miss Marigold squeals so convincingly. Perhaps she needs something. Hot irons, for instance.
Speaking of metal, this goblet's silver. Making sure I'm not a Doppler?
Ah, it's immediately apparent. A professional. I find that refreshing. But to answer your question, one can never be too careful. You'll be surprised how many come here turn to rancid jelly as soon as they grip the goblet.
Got a silver sword on my back. That not enough?
It proves nothing. Dopplers can change their bodies at will, into materials that look and feel like silver as well. Materials that have none of silver's useful properties naturally.
See, you're an expert on Dopplers.
I'd expect a Witcher of all things to understand the value of knowing one's enemy.
This little piggy had roast beef.
Oh, you bastard! No!
This little piggy had none.
Now, let us talk shop. I shall pay you twice the usual reward for Marigold.
Awfully generous. Why?
Well, you've turned in your lover. The emotional trauma it must entail. You deserve compensation.
Yeah, I've plowed Triss. But what does it matter if you're paying gold for her head?
Oh yeah. Nearly forgot the mutations strip witches of feelings.
Be brave, dear. Just one more fingernail and we'll move on to the other hand. This little piggy went wee. Ow! Bitch bit me. Oh, the bitch bites. Let's put a collar on her. Dimeritium ought to calm her down.
You surprise me, Geralt. Perhaps we can deal after all. So, you know something about Philippa, but I wager you won't share this information for free. What do you want in return?
It's simple. Free Dandelion.
A degenerate bard for information about Philippa. Tempting offer, I admit, but I must say no. You see, I've a magnificent execution plan for Dandelion in Oxenford. A breaking wheel, flaying alive, and so forth. It should work wonders for the mores of the academic youth and townsfolk.
When's this morally instructive spectacle due to take place?
When I issue the order, in person. Dandelion will remain in the dungeons beneath Temple Isle until then. So sorry I cannot be of help. Perhaps we can agree different terms. But first, let's see how Miss Marigold fares. It's grown suspiciously quiet in there. Come.
He say where Dandelion is?
Yes, but... Triss. I should tend to your wounds.
No need. I'm fine. Well, mostly fine. Should heal in time for my wedding.
Sorry. Should have gotten you out sooner.
Don't apologize. I knew what I was signing up for.
I should tend to your wounds.
No need. Well,
Sorry. Should have got...
Don't apologize. I knew what I was signing up for.
How do I say this? That was just a bit premature.
What do you mean?
Menge said Dandelion's locked up on Temple Isle. Dungeon right under the temple. He was planning to execute him in Oxenfurt. Also said they'd only let Dandelion out of his cell once Menge gave the order, in person.
Shit. I'm sorry, Geralt. I should have thought it through, but when I saw him,
After what they subjected you to, no need to explain.
He'd never have agreed to help us. Even if I
know. Let's not dwell on this. We should think about what to do next.
Dandelion's safe, for now. Though out of reach. We don't stand a chance of breaking him out. Temple Isle's impregnable. And Menge's not likely to order his transfer. Or anyone's, for that matter.
Saw Menge burn a sheet of paper right before we came in here.
Could have been something on it that would have helped us. Too late now.
So there's no way you could recover the note?
Sadly, no. I'm a sorceress, not a miracle worker.
Let's search his corpse.
Right. Could find something that'll help us. Just his office key in his pockets. Here. Nothing under his belt. Wait. Something sewn in the lining.
What is it?
The key to a vault. Here. Give it to Dijkstra, with my regards.
Could you revive him?
Maybe. If I actually practiced black magic. Haven't sunken that low just yet. Nothing but dead ends. We'll need to make do.
Breaking Dandelion out's starting to look like our last option.
Geralt, you know me. I'm all for finding solutions. I don't give up easily. But in this case, there's no hope. Not a shred. No one escapes the dungeons beneath the temple, and no one's ever been broken out.
Anyone actually tried?
They've tried, Geralt. I've tried, to be exact. Shortly before you arrived. It almost cost me my life.
Manga's the only one who could have ordered Dandelion's release.
Yes. Or someone who looks exactly like him.
A Doppler?
Mm-hmm. Your old friend Dudu Biberveld impersonated the halfling merchant. Dandelion claimed he seemed more real than the original. So much so, Vivaldi gave him a loan of several thousand crowns without batting an eye.
Yeah, except Dudu's in hiding right now. Priscilla might know something, though.
Fingers crossed. Listen, there is one other thing I wanted to talk about, but not here, not now. Come by when you have a moment. I'd appreciate it. All right, we need to get out of here.
I either go out another way, or ready my sword.
Geralt, over here!
What the? Over here!
Triss could not help Geralt, yet she did direct him to Kareem Tilly, an Oniromancer and an expert at finding the lost and the missing. Guided by Kareem Tilly, the Witcher had a dream. In it, Ciri and I, the bard Dandelion, were reunited. Geralt now knew that to find Ciri, he would first need to find his dear old friend.
He say where Dandelion is?
Yes, but... Triss. I should tend to your wounds.
No need. I'm fine. Well...
Sorry.
Don't apologize.
How do I say this?
What do you mean?
Manga said Dandelion's locked up on temp. Also said they'd only let Dandelion...
Shit. I'm sorry.
After what they subjected you to, no need to explain.
He'd never have agreed to help us. Even if I
know. Let's not dwell on this. We should think about what to do next.
Dandelion's safe, for now. Though out of reach. We don't stand a chance.
Saw Manga burn a sheet of paper right before we came in.
Could have been something on it that...
So there's no way...
Sadly, no.
Could you...
Maybe.
Let's search his corpse.
Right. Just his office key.
What is it?
The key to a vault. Here. Give it to Dijkstra. Nothing but dead ends. We'll need to make do.
Breaking Dandelion out's starting to look like our last option.
Geralt, you know me. I'm all for finding... But in this case, there's no...
Anyone actually tried?
They've tried, Geralt. I've tried, to be exact.
Manga's the only one who could have...
Yes.
A Doppler?
Mm-hmm. Your old friend
Yeah, except Dudu's in hiding right now.
Fingers crossed. Listen, there is one other thing I wanted to talk about. But not here. Not now. This is where we split up. But first, let's burn this shack down.
Agreed. We've left too much evidence.
Yeah, but I also need to blow off some steam. Thanks for your help, Geralt.
Don't mention it.
That should do it. I'm going. You should too.
Mm-hmm. Not about to use the teleport, though. See you, Triss.
You there? Mr. Reuven wants a word.
Impatient old bastard.
What?
Nothing. Be there soon.
Who do I spy? Why, it's Geralt of Rivia.
Will you stop following me already?
I will, as soon as you tell me where my treasure is.
Me and Menge didn't see eye to eye.
How badly?
Badly.
I suppose that explains the smoke. My treasure's not in there, is it? Burning with the witch hunters.
Didn't see it anywhere, and 20 tons of gold is hard to miss.
You mean to say you've come to me empty-handed?
First off, you came to me. Second, I do have something in my hand. The key to a vault, found it on Menge.
A vault that I need to find on my own. You've not made things much easier for me. Give me that.
That's all you're gonna say? No wry remark, no scintillating joke.
You want a knee slapper? Fine, I'll tell you one. Ready? You lied to me. Again.
What?
You knew from the start who robbed me, but you didn't deign to share that information with me.
How'd you find out?
I asked the questions here.
Not true. That was a statement. Come on, Dijkstra. This tough guy act doesn't work on me. We're both adults. Act like one.
Ah, Geralt. I should have you strangled, but I like you, you bastard.
I like you too, you count without a county. Now that we've professed our feelings for each other, how'd you figure it out?
Since from the start you were up to something. You didn't haggle about your pay. And then I heard from my sources that Margrave Henkel and Dandelion had rubbed elbows. Wasn't hard to connect the dots. And now, time to settle things.
That a threat?
Quite the contrary. You helped me, Witcher. So in spite of everything, you've earned your reward.
Don't bother. I know what happened to Dandelion.
Then take my coin. I always pay my debts, even to liars. And a final humble plea. Don't try to fool me again. Ever.
Got a minute?
I do. What do you want?
Tymo's on my way.
Got things to do myself. So long.
Come closer. Don't be shy. You'll find out everything. Everything.
Temple Guard let even you into the city. Fuck in this city. Racial hygiene's as poor as their personal hygiene.
Yes? Who are you here for?
Triss.
Told her from the start. No men, no pets. 'Tis a decent house for decent folk.
Don't worry, won't stay long.
Oh, you frightened me.
Them Temerians. Cowards all. Fled across the Pontar, said they defended their fatherland.
Geralt, I've got a problem. Can we talk? Yes, Geralt?
Feel all right?
So. Why do you ask?
Been wondering. How's your hand? Your fingers?
They'll heal. Listen, it was my idea. I knew exactly what I was getting into. Don't need to worry about me.
When you slit Menga's throat, and then... you were fierce. Never seen that side of you.
What would you have had me do? Conjure up a cloud of butterflies?
Not what I mean, and you know it. I'm a little worried how it might affect you.
Well, yeah. I'd probably relive it in my dreams if I wasn't already having nightmares about mages roasting on pyres.
What did you want to talk about?
I got a strange message. I don't quite know what to think.
Who was it from?
Ingrid Vegelbud's servant. Apparently, Lady Vegelbud's prepared to donate a tidy sum. She wants to help mages escape from Novigrad.
Guessing this wouldn't be a selfless act of charity.
You guess right. And that's my problem. Vegelbud needs a favor from me. No details in the letter, unfortunately. I'm supposed to meet the servant at the fish market. Says he needs to explain everything face to face, but these days I can't be sure meeting him's a good idea.
What are you afraid of exactly?
That it's a trap. On the one hand, it's an opportunity I can't afford to let slip. We need the coin. On the other...
Nobody expects you to risk your life.
I expect that of myself. The thing is, it used to be easier. When I didn't know what happens when the witch hunters get their hands on you.
You could have escaped at any time.
I know, but I was still terrified. What if they fetter me in real Dimeridium? You won't always be there to help.
Don't like this at all, but you seem determined. Not about to let you deal with it alone.
Thank you.
The servant. How are you supposed to contact him?
Said I'd recognize him. He'll be in a blue tunic, have a load of keys strapped to his belt. I'm supposed to ask him about the price for his trout.
Whose idea you think this was? The servants or Vegelbud's?
My bet's on Ingrid. Highborn damsels have a lot more time than their servants to read adventure novels.
Think it'll be better if I talk to the mystery man in the blue tunic.
He's expecting to meet me.
You just wait nearby. I'll make sure that note didn't come from the witch hunters. Then you come in.
Mm-hmm. Fine. Let's meet there. Yes, Geralt?
So long, Triss.
Broken a heart, eh, Dandy? Odd though he is, girls can't seem to look away. Wait a minute.
Cheated me. Band of thieves.
They ought to never let your kind in, no regret proper. Top-notch swords.
Show me what you have in stock. So long.
They let in rabble, and now decent folk are afraid to leave their homes.
Lots of blue jerkins. Interesting.
Yeah?
Know where I can get the best price on trout?
Perhaps. But it wasn't you I was to meet, sir.
Want to talk to the letter's recipient, I gotta be present.
Caution would advise...
Caution's advising you not to argue right now. Trust me.
Seems I've got no choice. Come with me. This way. It's not far.
Bet you're sweaty in all that armor.
Why you care?
Wouldn't you rather sweat on me?
That's it. Get him. Help me!
Stop walking into his sword!
Leave him to me!
Thank you. Let's go.
What did they want from you?
I've no clue. First time I've laid eyes on them. Maybe... Well, recently someone's been trying to question our messengers about the young count. Hold on. Where's Miss Marigold? You was to come alone, miss.
If not for him, that trio would have dragged you in for questioning. The tall one was Valdo Muris, works for the witch hunters.
Aye, you're surely right, miss. It just weren't what I expected, since Lady Vegelbud...
Now that we're past the initial courtesies, maybe you can tell us who you are.
Lady Vegelbud's valet. I meant you no offence, sir.
Why wouldn't Lady Vegelbud meet with me personally?
She was afraid they'd follow her. Been a nervous wreck of late.
So what's this about? Be straight.
Lady Vegelbud's son. He's the problem. Master Albert's taken an interest in alchemy. Temple guards got in wind.
Wouldn't worry about the guard, but since the mage hunters tried to grab you, I'd say Albert's in serious trouble.
Aye. Lady Vegelbud bought off the guardsmen, since the hunters pay for every mage revealed to her.
Guardsmen took a bribe from the frightened family, and whispered a word to the hunters anyway. How'd Ingrid Vegelbud know to contact Triss? That Triss was the right person?
We learned Miss Marigold had helped Myra Base disappear once the witch hunters were onto her. Myra provided Lady Ingrid with magical assistance on a few occasions with Milady's afflictions.
Makes sense. Myra mentioned treating a highborn lady to me once.
Seems Albert needs to disappear as soon as possible.
I can arrange that. Think young Vegelbud can slip out of the house unnoticed?
Tain't that simple, sadly. Master Albert's in hiding at the Vegelbud's country estate. Lady Ingrid's got the notion she can get him out quietly. Wants to throw a lavish masquerade ball.
Am I supposed to attend? Help him escape?
Aye. We'll not manage without you, miss. Lady Vegelbud fears the Alps being watched.
If the hunters are after Albert, I doubt some merrymaking will distract them.
Geralt, a ball at the Vegelbuds is hardly some merrymaking. Word is, at the last one they served 100 different desserts, and the fireworks boomed from dusk till dawn.
What with the war and all, Milady's ordained but 85 desserts this time. Won't be no candied petals or blue roses from the Zaire. The roses have become dreadfully hard to come by.
Oh, I'd love to see it all.
Expect any trouble during the ball?
Hardest part will be to keep Master Albert's departure a secret from his grandmother.
Is that necessary?
Lady Patricia's a fervent believer of the eternal fire. Knows naught about Albert's interests in alchemy. Luckily, the elder Lady Vegelbud's a rare visitor to the country residence.
Truly an atypical family.
I'm not one to judge, sir.
Hope we won't have to stay till the end.
You're coming with me?
Of course I am. Not about to send you into what could prove to be the lion's den by yourself. Think about it. 85 desserts, while you're still trying to keep your waist at 22 inches.
Geralt, please. How do we get to the residence?
Your invitation. Take it. Guard at the gate will have instructions for you. You're to wear a fox mask, all right? Good luck to you.
Think we can head there now?
You're kidding, right? We have to prepare. Change clothes, most importantly, buy our masks. I bet you can get everything we need for the ball at Eliel's shop. You know it?
Been there before. Eliel's a friend of Dandelion's. Just masks, right? Probably don't need to wear a doublet, do I?
A doublet, Geralt. And it's not up for discussion. Take care of that, then come and see me.
Enough to feed the tigers. Mutant!
You'll look fucking amazing on top of me.
Greetings. Come to look over my spring collection, perhaps?
Glad to take a glance at what you got.
Of course, please do. If anything chafes or pinches, I can alter it on the spot at no charge. Once I'm done, it'll feel like you're wearing nothing at all.
So long.
Greetings. Come to look over...
Glad to take a glance at what you got.
Of course.
So long.
Tired for some.
Double chase.
Let's go kill some
Non-human, are you? Look for your kind beyond.
The grey one again.
Dog swinging off its hinges all day.
say. Certainly took my request to heart.
Mean you weren't being serious? Still got time to change.
Don't you dare. You look great. You get everything?
Learn anything else about Albert?
Well, almost none of the mages have heard of him. An amateur, I guess.
So why the interest? Temple guards first, then hunters?
He's easy prey, and that's exactly why we should help him.
Everything's ready. We can go.
A shame events like this are so rare. Without them, I'd never get to see you dressed up.
Damn doublets chafing my armpits, and it feels like they sewed wires into this.
I'll be sure to admire your valiant suffering the whole time. Well then, shall we go?
Greetings, my lord, my lady.
We're Lady Ingrid Vegelbud's guests.
Your invitation, please. All's in order. You'll find Lady Vegelbud in the estate's yard. Look for the parrot mask. One more thing. Leave your swords here, please.
Fine.
A pleasant evening to you both.
It's beautiful here. I haven't been outside the city in ages.
With that scrawny harlot.
Well?
Come now, don't cry. After all, he's not the only man in the world.
But he's a baronet. Where will I find another baronet?
Hello. No use pretending you don't know me. Is that any way to treat an old mate? Refuse to acknowledge him?
There's been a mistake. I don't know you, sir.
Don't be foolish, Vivian. I'd recognize that mane anywhere. You might play the Great Dame now, but before that Baron Edward something pulled you from the gutter, you were a common.
Enough. The lady said she doesn't know you.
Who's this? The new one? Older than the last, it seems. A decrepit, moss-covered prick. So, the less they can, the more they pay. Is that it?
Let's go, Triss. Wouldn't want to make a scene.
Vivian! Hey! Oh, I liked you much better when you worked the carriages outside the passive flora. Come back!
What a jackass.
Done with you.
My husband's a supervisor by trade.
I'm a kraken!
My, does he ever sort it?
Moritz, what are you doing here?
Little Miss Marigold. Well, well. And I was led to believe this would be an elegant affair.
Yes, I missed you too. But can we put that aside for now? Do you have a way out of Novigrad? You can join us if you want.
Join you? And just who would I join?
Your friends, among others. Once we've all gathered, I'll lead you.
You will lead. Forgive me, Marigold, but that is like allowing myself to be led by a lame duck. Farewell.
Who is that?
He's an old friend. His name's Moritz Diefenthal. Tell you the story later. Oh, let's look around.
say the price is reasonable.
Things people won't say to excuse their own stinginess.
He's not been seen around town in some time.
Like,
Word is he slayed some enemies. Turn to Joel finally.
Excuse me a moment. Miss?
Yes, it's me. The trout buyer?
Oh, yes, of course. Please excuse the precautions, but perhaps we could speak somewhere in private. Thank you for agreeing to help. My valet warned me you might come with a friend. I'd prefer as few as possible knew of Albert's flight. But if you trust this man...
Like no one else.
Any sign of the hunters recently?
Since they attacked my servant at the market, none. All has been quiet. But I bribed a man of the Temple Guard. He claims there's more and more talk of Albert in the ranks.
How did the guardsmen learn about your son's interests to begin with?
Unfortunately, I cannot be sure Albert himself was not the source, merely boasting about an experiment. He's careless that way. Like his father, a kind man but a dimwit. Devoured by an Arrakis. I don't know if you've heard.
Yeah, must have traveled far and wide.
Hardly. He attempted to breed them. Perhaps I should be pleased Albert adopted alchemy as his hobby, a safe one, relatively speaking. Until recently, that is.
Let's get Albert. Where is he?
Entertaining the guests. He's always been an outsized presence at my receptions. I preferred not to arouse any suspicions.
When can we take him away?
We shall have to wait until the guests have imbibed enough to notice only the goblet-laden trays. Don't fret, it won't be long.
Is your son ready to go? We'll have to act quickly.
Yes, I've seen to everything. Where will you take him?
You're better off not knowing any details. You'll be safe, I promise.
But...
Please, trust me. It's not the first time I've done this.
I know. Thank you.
How will we recognize him?
He's donned a panther mask. He knew you were due to come for him. Seemed rather excited, ironically. I'm afraid he's not fully comprehended the danger he faces. As I said, he's not terribly bright.
Don't worry about that. He'll fit right in with a good number of the other mages.
Geralt! Let's go find him.
I shall await word from you.
Let's look for Albert.
Baths are in Silk. I highly recommend you visit.
My husband's a supervisor.
Don't listen to those demagogues. Radovich stands for stability.
Apparently, he's a wonderful man, clearly. But something
Tis an
about
offence
his
to
eyes.
nature. Does the Temple Guard know what goes on there?
One more thing. Do you remember
guard is well aware.
the one who held his daughters captive? In
You
his
say
cell?
the price is
He had
reasonable.
eyes like that.
On a clear day, you can see Nilfgaard's banners from the city walls.
Mark my words, I'll kick him out. It's another night with that whore.
Behave yourself. Do what you must, but behave.
On a clear day, you can see Nilfgaard's banners from the
Stuck
city
him
walls.
right in the bollocks, I did.
Well done, old chap.
Mark my words.
Yes, darling.
Albert Vegelbud?
Fume, my sweet. I can be Adolf Valentino.
I highly recommend you visit.
On a clear day, you can see Nilfgaard's banners from the city walls.
And then a colossal boom.
Oh! And?
Like...
Nothing.
What's the rush?
Yes?
Nice mask.
Rawr.
Albert Vegelbud?
No. I'm a Black Panther.
Oh my, Count!
Your mom sent us, Mr. Panther.
Oh, so you are.
Yes, when can we leave the estate?
Well, Mama said it would be best to wait until everyone's drunk. Besides, there'll be fireworks later, a jolly good distraction. Once they've begun, I shall slip away, saunter into the garden. We'll meet in the hedge maze.
Be waiting for you there.
Very well. But first, you absolutely must try the Fiorano Rosé. Absolutely.
Hope Albert hasn't forgotten the reason for this whole get-together.
Wanna wait in the garden? I saw a nice spot there earlier. Well?
Been to Vizima. The word is, it's more like a pigsty than a capital.
Care to sit down for a spell? Relieved to get that mask off, if only for a little. Great view from here, and there's even wine. It's been so long since I've been to a feast, ball, or reception. Amazingly pleasant change from the sewers of Novigrad.
So, does this mean it's a good time to ask you about...
Yes?
About that mage we met earlier?
Oh, Moritz. What do you want to know?
How'd you meet?
Geralt, all mages know each other. Some are well over a century old. That's plenty of time to make acquaintances.
In that case, when did you meet him?
At a feast, long ago. He walked up and just blatantly offered to teleport us somewhere quieter.
You turn him down?
Is that what you think? He actually pursued me for a while afterwards.
Got the impression he doesn't exactly like you.
I just think he'd love to have me as his charge, rather than his leader.
See, but you're the one organizing the mage's escape from Novigrad.
Sometimes I have no idea how I actually managed to bring them all together.
Personal charm. That's what it's about.
Careful, that sounded like a compliment.
Glad it did.
Oh. Are you trying to...
Someone's coming.
Is it Albert?
No, just some lost guest. Shh.
Must be looking for his beloved. Like in that elven tale about the frog and the lark. Inchu, inchu, biag broga. Inch by inch, little frog.
Shh, let's go.
Oh. I sure hope the other guests don't get drunk as quickly as I did.
Sooner we get out of here, the better.
Oh, no. I plan to have a good look at this famous maze of theirs first. I hear the statues there are completely, entirely...
Entirely what?
nude. Come on, Geralt.
Triss, wait.
Geralt, coming? Geralt, coming?
Careful.
Miss Marigold, at last! So sorry we are forced to meet under such incredibly inopportune circumstances.
You can say that again.
But I'm sure we'll make up for it another time. I absolutely must show you my alchemical formulae.
Anyone follow you?
I don't believe so.
Just in case, you two switch masks. We'll go first. Geralt will follow right after.
Saddled horses await in the stables.
Good. Meet you there.
Albert! You promised to show me your laboratory, Albert! There you are, my love. Here you are. So, about this private showing.
Under any other circumstances, I'd give you the full Monty.
Oh, I'm sorry,
Albert Vegelbud.
Please, step away, miss.
The ability's not towards young Count. Try anything, and you will get moved.
Doubt it.
That's it! All together! Fire! That's your fate! Where'd you come from? He's conjuring! Come on! Come on! Don't pay! Son! You're done! Strong fucker! Fire! That's your fate!
Oh, I've begun to worry.
Ran into some trouble.
Hunters? Will they come here?
No, we've got some time. But please send someone to the garden. Needs a little tidying.
I shall see to it. And you must hurry.
Everything set?
Yes. Got your swords back from the guard. And Ingrid gave me the coin. It's more than I expected. Stunningly more, frankly.
Glad I could help you collect it. You'll find a good use for it?
What happened at the fountain? It was my fault, I know. The wine went straight to my head. I'm sorry.
Triss, don't apologize.
Miss Marigold.
We need to go.
I know. Be careful.
Washed your hair lately?
Long live a free Temeria.